Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Today, I want to share a story told by Hazrat Rumi, a story about a young man whose life teaches us patience, faith, and honor. There was once a young man living alone in a small hut deep in the forest. Every morning, he would walk to the madrasa to study, and every evening, he returned to his hut, remembering Allah, revising his lessons. He was an orphan, yet his heart was filled with love for sacred knowledge. People in the nearby village would whisper, "How will he survive? He has no parents. How will he ever earn a living?" One day, the king's daughter lost her way in the forest. Her companions were with her, but eventually they became separated. As night fell, fear gripped her heart. She heard lions roaring, wolves howling in the darkness. Desperate, she stumbled upon the young man's hut. "Please," she cried, "may I stay here? I'm all alone, and the forest is full of danger." The young man looked at her thoughtfully. He remembered the warning of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam that when a man and woman are alone together, Satan is the third. But he also saw that she was in danger, so he said gently, "Come in, you may stay here tonight." The princess trembled with fear and could not sleep. The young man spent the entire night studying, remembering Allah. But Satan whispered to him, tempting him to sin. To fight the temptation, he pressed his fingers into the burning lamp. One by one, his fingers burned. But he endured the pain, reminding himself, "If I cannot bear this small fire, how could I ever bear the fire of sin or the fire of hell?" When morning came, he told the princess, "Go now." This was a test of patience. She ran back to her father, the king, who had been searching for her desperately. When she returned, the king asked, "Where were you last night?" She replied softly, "With a virtuous young man." The king feared that people would misunderstand, that his daughter's honor and his own would be questioned. So he ordered that the young man be arrested and thrown into a dark cell. The princess begged her father, "Please, let me speak to him once before anything happens." He agreed. They met behind a curtain. The princess asked, "Why? Why did you burn your hands on the lamp all night?" The young man answered through tears, "Satan tempted me again and again, and to protect myself, I burned my fingers. I thought, if I cannot bear this tiny flame, how will I bear the fire of hell?" This reminded me that I must live with honor and with fear of Allah. Hearing this, the king wept. He said, "You are a true servant of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. True servants of the Messenger are not punished, they are honored. You will not be harmed. In fact, I will marry you to my daughter, and after me, you will be the king of this land." The young man then shared his wisdom with everyone. People ask what religion gives us. Religion gives honor, dignity, and the blessings of Allah. A young man who lives modestly and righteously earns true respect. But without honor, without virtue, no one can ever gain respect. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما